Charlie. Well, our next guest is no doubt about it, a media mogul, a best-selling author, named one of the most influential people in the past 25 years. Russell Simmons knows a thing or two about being super rich because, of course, he is. However, he has a new book out. It's called Super Rich, and Russell Simmons joins us this morning to talk about the book. Thank you so much for coming in.
Well, thank you for having me.
Now, despite the name, it's not really about being rich.
Well, it certainly is. It's about
not the kind of rich that we think of.
Yeah, I mean, the kind of rich we think of in some cases is a byproduct of this kind of consciousness. The book is about happiness, and it's about operating from a place of abundance. So it does have those prosperity components. But the reality is all those people who you see, most every person at least, that you see who has worldly success, they operated from a place where they were very focused and awake. And what we want to be is awake, and we want to be able to give. And I think that people sometimes are entitled instead of empowered.
How do you find that? How do you find that place from within?
Well, there's a number of practices that make it easier. In this book, we have a simple chapter on meditation. I'm on the board of the David Lynch Foundation, and I give meditation to tens of thousands of students around the country. And I find that the schools excel, no matter where they are. And that's a reality. So that time that you take for yourself, let the thoughts settle, allows you the freedom to take control of your life. And I think people sometimes are like sheep, and they're moved around. Instead of making their own choices, they're made, the collective is choosing their future. And I think it's really easy, if you're a little free, if you promote freedom in yourself, to make changes in your life, to get up and decide to help someone make money if you need money, or help someone get ahead, and that drags you forward, and people aren't always inclined to do that. So the idea is to wake up and decide on what you're going to give in the morning as opposed to what you're going to get, and that always works.
One thing that you've said that I really think is great advice is you said if you don't love it, then let it be. Leave it alone. Yeah. How do you explain that? What does that mean?
Well, it doesn't mean if the job is not the most appealing job or the most prestigious job, let go of it. It means that if you're a vegan, don't sell steak.
Right.
You know, I mean, it means that if you think that something is karmically not good or not really inspiring to you, then don't give it to other people. So don't take a job at, say, if you were a really progressive thinker, you wouldn't want to work at Fox News, national news. You wouldn't want to go there every day and say, you know, something against the progressive government. You want to go where you feel your gifts are being shared and that they're meaningful. And I think that's really for everyone to fulfill their life. They should do what's in their heart.
So what made you write the book? What are you hoping that people will get from it, and what are you hoping that people will learn from it and gain?
That's a good. Well, the first book, I wrote a book before this, and which was a big bestseller.
Right.
And I just learned recently, well, not recently, an hour ago, that this book is now going to be on the bestseller list next week.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great.
1 hour ago I learned that. So the first book was a big bestseller. It was called Do You? And so many people over the last 5 years have come to me and told me that that book changed their lives. And that book was written as a way to bring all the... I'm a yoga practitioner, and I've been reading yogic scripture for 20 years. Bringing that yogic practice and making it simple and giving it to people. I always look at the yoga practice as the science of happiness. The scripture is the science of happiness. So that practice, putting it into a practical way, a simplified way, and making a book was a fun one, and it became a big hit. I was surprised. This book, the intention was not just can I bring it together, but could I inspire more people? And this book is an offering.
Well, I think it's great. Very important. People need to read it. So you're going to be around. You're going to be doing a book signing.
That's right, yes.
You'll be at Morgan State University today.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to put the information on the screen at 2 o'clock. That's on East Cold Spring Lane. And so people can come up, meet you, get their book signed. That's fantastic. Yeah. And then tonight you'll be at the University of Baltimore.
That's correct.
All right, at 5 o'clock. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Well, thank you.
It's great having you here. Thank you for writing the book. And if you want more information, it's sold in bookstores.
Everywhere.
Just found out an hour ago it's a bestseller. That's great. And we'll post this interview on our website, abc2news.com. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Charlie, isn't he inspiring?
Yes, he is. Megan, Mr. Simmons, thank you so much.